This is why you are starving when it comes to nighttime. A lot of people that I've spoken to that are trying to lose weight will complain about how when they get home, they feel like they could eat a horse and they just absolutely binge. They have really intense cravings and they feel like they could just eat anything in front of them. So they binge eat, they go over their calories, and this keeps on happening on a regular basis, and they're back at square one or they're behind square one. So why does this happen? A lot of them, when I ask them, so what are you eating during the day? Are you focusing on protein? Are you focusing on fiber? Are you focusing on high volume foods, on healthy foods? And they say, well, yeah, I eat some healthy foods, but also I just don't eat a lot during the day in general. And I'm like, well, that's probably why you're hungry, because you're not eating a lot. Food that you're eating is probably not good quality either. That's actually going to fill you up and, get rid of cravings. For example, I spoke to people where their breakfast every day is like a Macca's hash brown and like a frappe, which realistically is not filling at all. But it's using so many calories of theirs. It's, close to, not 1,000, but it's, high 700, 800 calories already just in that. Then their lunch might be, a few nuts, a few pieces of fruit, maybe some chocolate bars, something that doesn't feel like it's a lot technically because it's not really filling a meal, but is a lot in calories. So when they get home, they've hardly even had a proper meal all day. They get home, they have their dinner, a big dinner because they're starving. And then they're like, damn, they look at the bag of Maltesers on the table, they look at the pack of donuts, all the type of Ben & Jerry's ice cream in the freezer as well. They smash through all of them. So how can we stop this? Here are the things you should look out for when you're trying to, pack in your day of eating with filling foods that are going to fill you up without having to go completely boring and eat chicken, rice and broccoli every single day. With each meal that you have, aim for high protein. The general guideline is about 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal. That way, if you at least have 30 grams for each meal and you have 3 meals a day, you're getting at least 90 grams of protein. Then you have a few other snacks, which probably takes you up to about 100 grams. If you start focusing on protein and also high fiber as well, for fiber, you should be aiming for about 25 to 30 grams daily as a general guide for both women and men. You will feel way more full. But what about your cravings? What about when you get home, even if you're not completely hungry, but you've got cravings? A lot of these people that I've also spoken to that said they're not eating a lot during the day are also restricting heavily, trying to eat healthy, which is good. There's nothing. They're doing the right thing technically. For fat loss, it really comes down to a calorie deficit. If you're not in a calorie deficit, you won't lose weight. Simple as that. So how can we manage these cravings? A really simple approach we use on our program for our clients, who you can see on the screen with the results that they've got, is our 20-cent shop approach. Essentially, all this means is you take 20% of your daily calorie goal, and you can use that on foods that don't support your nutritional goals or foods that are a bit more craving foods. Don't get me wrong, you can still have some craving foods that support your nutritional goals. There's so many healthier options or high protein versions of things these days, like high protein desserts. FroPro have literally just released like a new protein lava cake. So I've been pairing the twisted protein probiotic yogurt or protein ice cream, let's just say, with those lava cakes, and oh my days, it is amazing. But this isn't like, it's technically, there would be a lot of different ingredients and stuff in it, so it's not necessarily super healthy, but it still supports nutritional goals. And I guess for that 20%, which is meant to be, used on indulgence, if we can get some sort of support with our protein goals while also enjoying and, treating cravings, then that's great as well. You don't have to have these protein desserts. You can actually use it just on chocolate, donuts, whatever you like. Doesn't have to support your nutritional goals. So that's the purpose of the 20%. It doesn't have to support nutritional goals. It's more just using whatever that amount of calories that may be, like 300-400 on foods that, are going to keep the cravings away. And, and make those sort of foods feel like they don't have to be earned. It shouldn't have to be that way. You should be able just to have this nice balance where most of your food is healthy and you can have a little bit of food that is indulgent, snacky, they shouldn't be having too much of, and still get really good results. As I said, you saw my clients before, all lost in their first 90 days without cutting out their favorite foods or social events. 5 to 10 kilos in those first 90 days. It's quite literally a guarantee. If you join our program, you don't lose 5 to 10 kilos in your first 90 days, we will quite literally give you your money back. It's a guarantee. We know it's going to happen if you follow everything. It's science. I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot away. Go to my Instagram at landenquin.coaching. Or if you're not really confident in your fat loss plan, you don't think you're doing the right stuff, we do offer a free game plan call where we can give you a personalized game plan of action for your fat loss phase. This will help point you in the right direction and give you an actual personalized plan that if you follow it, you're going to get results. If you want to claim this, go to my Instagram at landenquin.coaching. Message me the word game plan and we'll get you sorted with this one.